Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Good to see you here today. And the topic of this video is sex tourism in Ukraine, or why some Russian, Ukrainian, and Slavic women afraid to date foreign men. Why it feels like a lot of Ukrainian women have serious trust issues. And today we're going to acknowledge the fact of sex tourism in this country. Same applies to other Slavic countries such as Russia, Belarus, I don't know, Bulgaria, all other countries that have feminine women, and why sometimes they have this lack of trust, and how can you make them feel comfortable. Of course, if you do not belong to this group of men who travel overseas to try to find a playmate only, a sex mate only, if you do not apply, do not subscribe to that mentality, this video is for you. If you do, then I won't be able to help you, because that's not what we're talking about on my channel. We do talk about real relationships and people's connections, no matter of their upbringing, language, nationality. It's mostly help to understand some very classic relationships, such as masculine men and feminine women. Mostly we talk about Russia, Ukraine, post-USSR, Eastern Europe ladies connecting with Western men. Yet it would apply to any nationality if those basics traits are resonating. So guys, it's very gray here, so I'm trying not to fall asleep. It's very hard to stay very upbeat in this weather, but the topic will make us stay on it today. So I don't believe I've ever talked before about the issue of sex tourism in Ukraine. It is definitely an issue, and of course there are ladies who subscribe to be, and they are well aware of being an attraction for that kind of situation. But today we're going to talk about the man. If you feel that your lady has doubts toward you, if she is asking you what's your future plans, are you seeing somebody else, how many times have you been here before, if you feel that she has a worry, that she feels insecure, that she does not understand what you're gonna do, are you going to make your heart melt and then go on to intimate level of relationship and leave, or would you be committed and would you work on this long distance relationship and eventually make it count, make it serious, and become official? So a lot of women have this fear. Guys, you have to understand that a lot of women, especially I would say after 30, so when they officially grown, right, they had experiences where men were approaching them, and sometimes they understood too late that that was only about entertainment and nothing else. Ukrainian women have still very feminine attitude about life. They see family as a career. They want to become a mother. They want to experience all these beautiful things. It's still a value in Ukraine. So it doesn't help when they see also a lot of tourists coming also from Muslim countries, from, I don't know, Iraq, Syria, Egypt, Turkey, and all of these countries. And a lot of them definitely coming for sex tourism because they see beautiful Ukrainian women. These men know how to splurge on things, how to impress them. A lot of them, they are very, not always, but a lot of them are very handsome. They have dark hair, all these manly, masculine features. And they know how to dress, they know how to compliment. A lot of Ukrainian women get in trouble because these men, very often, they, even if they wanted to, they cannot bring a Ukrainian wife to their country, and if they do, it's a whole big deal. It's very difficult. They have religion is very strong in their country, so it's a whole big story. Most of them are in Ukraine for sex tourism. They want to have intimate time with a woman because in their countries they cannot just go out and do that and just date. You don't date. You come, you pay a significant, huge amount of money to her parents, you have wedding, and then you quote unquote date. So therefore, these men are known in Ukraine as guys to go out with, to have fun, but by any stretch of imagination, you have to be very careful about marriages. Of course, there are exceptions, and I personally have met a lot of people from Middle East. I traveled to Middle East, and I know how affectionate they are. It's unbelievable. If they like you, they sure let you know. They are very aggressive, but they also know how to flatter you, how to impress you. And as I said, a lot of them are very handsome and very good looking. So Ukrainian women are falling for that, and sometimes it can be very difficult because mentality difference are tremendous, and once again, religion playing major role in that, in those countries. Even though it can be a lot of fun and very romantic, but a lot of times it's ending up being either in entertainment, fun, or sex tourism as well. So what about foreign men, English men from Western world, English men, American men, Australian men? I believe that there is less reputation for these men to be known as looking for, let's just call it entertainment. But yet, I personally, when I was working in a big tourism agency in Ukraine, that was mainly working for incoming tourism, I've met men who were coming to Ukraine to meet with multiple women, and basically their main agenda was to just spend time and have sex, and that's it. And they were not planning for any visas or anything like that. I translated, and I was kind of a personal assistant. I was trying to help people to be comfortable, and people would just share what they look for. And as you know, a lot of women in Ukraine also are in that category that they might accept this because they are looking for gifts and cash reward for the time, and older foreign men are a perfect target. And so when two find each other, it does turn to sex tourism. But my channel is about helping people who just have real genuine relationships, and they're trying to figure out against all the odds. Therefore, how can you reassure your lady that you are not there for any other woman, that you're not looking to, you're too old for that? Doesn't matter how old you are, even if you're 30 years old, you should say, I'm too old for that stuff. I don't have time for this. I want to settle down with somebody who I can trust and start a beautiful thing called family. So first of all, you just need to talk and say that, yes, you've heard about it. You were not ever interested in that, because in order to find that kind of woman, you don't need to travel. It's available just about everywhere. There are special dating sites for that. You can just have a heart-to-heart conversation and just let her know what your intentions are, that you really want to get to know her better, and that's the purpose of your trip. You're not here to sample everything what's available, who is available. You just want to spend time so she can learn from your actions that you are there for her and not to hit the clubs or strip clubs or just meet people from internet. So just tell her what kind of woman you're looking for, and she will understand that that's probably will not be a lady that offers that kind of service. You can tell her that you're looking for a lady that you can introduce to your family, to your friends, and somebody you can be proud of. Kind of give you an idea of your true goals. And if she knows that you have been in Ukraine before, don't go into details, but you can just say, maybe it didn't work because now I'm meeting you. Try to avoid all the details about your previous experiences. Just generalize and just say it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what it was. I'm here. My intentions are transparent and clear. I know what I want. Do you want the same thing? And you can talk about things and values that you want to talk about. I will make video about privacy and when do you announce yourself as a couple, because there are a lot of stereotypes, and Ukrainian people always expect Ukrainian women almost expect men to be dishonest because it's almost an acceptable part of the culture. It's almost accepted that men lie, and they have wives, and they have second wives somewhere, and also they have lovers on top of that. Of course, these are successful men. These are not some broke men that do not represent any resources or that are unattractive. So unfortunately, in many ways, that become a part of a culture that men can lie and they can be very blurry. So one way you can show your intentions, it just be you and show that you have nothing to hide. If she wants to go out with you, if she wants to, it really depends on the level of your relationship. But if you've been together for a while, you can even introduce her via Skype to your friend or somebody important to you. You can just make you feel a part of your life already. You can show her that your plans are about her and that you just disinterested in meeting anybody else, that it wasn't ever on your list. And once again, I wouldn't go into too much details and passion about it, because when you need to defend something very hard, usually you are not saying the truth. When people have to defend something and they get so emotional about it, usually they have something to hide. So if you just relaxed and you just give her a hug and you make her feel that she is the one, and all your attention is on her, and you want this to work, you have nothing to do with trends and tendencies. You don't go to the bars, and just address it, and yet be very relaxed about it, because if you're not doing anything wrong, you don't have anything to worry about it. And you can also tell her, I'm here to see you. If you change your mind, please let me know. If I change your mind, I will let you know. I will not embarrass you. If we are exclusive and we are seeing each other and develop our relationships, I'm not gonna embarrass you by going out and seeing somebody else, or becoming intimate with somebody else. I know what I want, I know who I want, and I'm here to get it. I am too old for this bullshit to try to chase women. These things are kind of fun, when you are early in life. You are discovering yourself, you're looking for trouble. But when you are a respectful man, when you go into respectful age, when you have your dignity, your pride, that's not what you go to Ukraine for. And those men who try to do those things and encourage those things, you can only feel sorry for them, because a lot of times it means that they are not capable to build real relationships. Men who use escort ladies and who are use sex per hour kind of service, these are for the most part men who cannot build a relationship, that not capable of creating something when you don't need to be in that position to make a woman see you, want you, and be intimate with you. So it's nothing to be envious about. It's really, really sad, especially when you are in a country where you can meet women who are feminine, and that they want to be that nurturing source that you want in your life, and they're looking for, they appreciate your strengths, and they admire it, and they are inspired by that to be even more feminine. So to not go for too long and too far with this video, there are other reasons why Ukrainian women sometimes afraid to be lied to, betrayed. They have trust issues with foreign men. We'll talk about that. But regarding this one about sex tourism, more and more tourists coming to Kiev, Ukraine, more and more tourists coming to Russia and even Belarus. And a lot of times ladies just observe, they see other ladies, they see couples with huge age gaps, and they kind of know. When we see another woman, we know exactly who she is. You can never do that, guys. That's why sometimes you need an advisor, consultant, or friend, because when I see another woman, and especially if she opens her mouth, I can tell right away what she's about. And so is another many of our people. We just know. We don't have castas like in India, but we just know who you are. Once you open your mouth, you know the way you present yourself, we can tell a lot. So many times, a lot of times, Ukrainian women observe this and they realize, okay, these ladies are going out, these men are here for sex, they come in every year or every couple months, and that's not what they want. They don't want to be lied to. They do not want to be used for sex. They don't want to be betrayed, because a lot of these men that come for sex tourism, they are married already, and they just don't want to waste their time with somebody who is not a good match whatsoever. So please have respect, guys. Please have respect. If you are not able to be serious, if you cannot take care even of your own self, maybe it's time to find a job and move in your career or do whatever you do. If you come there for escort kind of ladies, just be open about it. If you go to bars, if you go to restaurants, sometimes you can find women like that. They will let you know pretty soon what they are after, and if this is what you're looking for, go for it. Demand creates an offer, or offer creates demand, whatever is first. But please don't do this to women who are living with open heart. They are discovering international dating. They really want to be happy as a female. Don't do that. Don't try to be somebody you're not, and present yourself as a single serious guy when you just come for entertainment. Be honest, and you will find somebody who is on the same page. Because of once in a while somebody is lying and betraying, women hear about these stories on internet or through their friends, and they just don't want to deal with an American or other foreign men because they're afraid that they're going to be lied to. It's a lot easier to lie to somebody when they cannot check your background. I mean, they might not know how to go to white pages or other sources, identity sources, as you can do in US. Plus, you need to pay for it. They don't even think about making background research, and sometimes they can fall as victims to men who just come to entertain. So there is no point. You have a choice. I don't personally support that kind of thing, but you have a choice. There are plenty of women that it's almost like their profession, and there are plenty of men that are going for it. But if you're there for genuine thing, for beautiful thing, don't be misleading somebody with a pure heart. If you don't connect with them, be honest. Don't use them, and maybe you will not be used as well. So with that being said, I will see you very soon. Always great to hear your feedback, your comments, your questions. Please subscribe to this channel if you enjoy the content. Thank you.